Good morning to you. I'm Bruce St. James. She's Pamela Hughes. He's Rob Hunter. And here are the stories people are talking about. We call it the playlist.
Track 1.
All right, well, the talk in the media is of Mitt Romney's tax rate? Yeah. He said the other night that he probably pays closer to 15% on everything. That means he pays a lower tax rate than most American families. But then again, most of his income comes from investments, not necessarily working for a company. Remember, capital gains are taxed at a 15% rate, separate from earned income. That apparently is difficult for some people to fathom.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to fathom is why he even opened his mouth. He's not planning on releasing his tax returns until April, so why even say anything right now? I think he's kind of fueling the fire on this debate, but again, why is it even an issue?
Why can't we have an intelligence debate about tax rates, tax code, debt, spending, all these things? For some reason, we just seem to avoid it. And they're like, that's what it is. It's all about demonizing. It's all about bringing somebody down rather than, hey, what does it mean that Mitt Romney pays 15%? It means he makes a lot of money, and he means good for him.
Wow.
Track 2.
All right, well, the recession may have ended 4 years ago, but tell that to the folks rating their savings accounts, guys. People still cutting back on the amount of money they're putting into college funds and borrowing against their 401ks. We're starting now to even see a spike in people using their credit cards, and experts are thinking that people are using their credit cards just to pay the day-to-day living expenses. There is an upside, though. Hiring was stronger in December, and we're also seeing confidence with consumers is at the highest rate in about 8 months.
I wonder if that's just because of the holidays, the consumer confidence numbers being up or not. I'm waiting to see about that. But, spending is good, but spending is bad at the same time. It's one of those catch-22s. We need to spend in order to create jobs, but at the same time, it puts ourselves more in debt, and that means it's harder to get out of it, and we'll go through something similar again.
Well, it seems like a pendulum swinging back and forth. If we are fiscally responsible, it hurts the economy. If we go out and borrow a lot of money, run up credit card debt, it's good for the economy, but bad for you. Oh, that's not good.
Track 3.
Should teachers be allowed to suspend students? Now, normally it's done by administrators, principals, assistant principals, things like that. Well, a new bill proposed in the Arizona legislative session that's upcoming would actually let this happen. State Representative John Fillmore is the one that put the bill in, filed it, whatever. He says administrators just aren't doing enough, and allowing teachers to suspend kids would make their jobs actually easier.
Listen, I'm all for kicking unruly maggots out of class. Don't get me wrong. But then what are the administrators going to do? Then let's fire I'd only go along with this if we could fire 30% of the administrators. If they're not going to be in charge of suspensions or dealing with any of this, we don't need them around. You can't have it both ways.
Well, the thing that really scares me about this bill, guys, is it gives teachers absolute power.
Yeah.
The suspension can't be appealed in any way, which, to me, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Because at that point in time, you're just giving the teacher the ultimate authority and not even taking the kid's side of what may have happened.
She's coming around.
Track 4.
Is obesity finally leveling off? Well, there's a new study that says our obesity levels have stayed the same for the past few years. Now, granted, those numbers aren't very good, given that 1/3 of Americans qualify as obese. Add into that 1/6 of children and teenagers also are listed as obese. Now, obesity is described as a 6-foot man weighing 222 pounds. For ladies, that's 5'7", 192.
Yeah, I have a hard time championing a leveling off of obesity when you've got 1 in 3 adults being obese and 1 in 6 kids.
This is another mystery to me as to why we don't do anything about it. Is it the fact that we don't have enough public shame in it?
No.
Though it's embarrassing. We make fun of people that are overweight, but yet we just don't do anything about it. What's it going to take to solve this problem for real?
Nuggets are good.
Track 5.
All right, guys, this is a major pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
But I don't think it should be outlawed.
What's that?
Talking about pajamas in public. I'm sure you've seen it at the airport, at a store, somebody romping around in their pajamas.
Yes.
Well, a Louisiana lawmaker wants to ban people from doing that because Michael Williams says he came up with the idea after shopping at Walmart.
What a surprise.
So yeah, I would say surprisingly enough. Group of teens were wearing pajama pants, and let's just say they weren't wearing any undies underneath them. So the boy's flap opened, and he saw a little too much. And now he wants to ban jammies in public.
I don't even know what to say about this. It's just funny. Really? We're going to ban pajama pants? Why don't we just ban dumb people?
He mentioned Walmart, and you realize that if you ban pajama pants, that Walmart will be empty between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. because every time I'm anywhere near it, I go, everybody apparently just got out of bed and decided to wander a Walmart because everyone's wearing flannel, and there's no other time that you would wear flannel pants.
Is that what that smell is?
I think that's what it is.
Track 6.
So why do you guys use Facebook? Stay connected with friends,
Meet
see
hot
what's going
chicks.
on, stuff like that. Meet hot chicks, always a good reason. Well, a couple of guys did a study, and they've boiled it down to 2 reasons people are using the
Which
social
one do
network.
I fall into? Let's go.
1, the need to belong to a group.
Okay.
Or 2, the need for self-presentation.
Really?
Yeah. I fall into the latter category.
I would say I'd probably be number 2 on that. Yeah. I use Facebook to try to entertain. This is my stage, if you will, where I can tell stupid jokes, and stupid being the operative word.
I don't use Facebook all that much,
you
and
don't. I
so when I
understand
look at this, it's like self-presentation.
Yes.
I guess I get all of that, but come on, people, get into the real world and actually engage with real people.
To heck with that. I'm going to update my status right now and make fun of you. All right, that is the playlist. We do it at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30, and run down for you the stories that people are talking about today. It's called the playlist.